Alright, today we're going to look at drawing ellipses. So I'm going to go to Desmos and I'm going to type in this equation. So x plus a, and that's going to be squared, so shift squared, arrow across, and now I'm going to use my divided by button on my slash, which is on the question mark key, and I'm going to add a new variable underneath called C. Right, arrowing across, adding y plus b all squared, arrow across, divided by d, and this is going to equal 1 every single time it equals 1. Okay, so there's my equation. I'm going to make all of these sliders, and there is my circle because everything's set to 1 at the moment. If I change A, it just moves my circle across. Let's go back to 1. If I change B, it's just going to move my circle up and down. Let's see if I can get back to 1. Right, if I change C, it's going to start dividing by different numbers. At the moment it's dividing by 1, so I get a nice circle, but if I change that number and start dividing by higher values, then I start to get a stretched out circle or an ellipse. So this is the one. Whoops, we won't go to there just yet. Let's stay positive. That's for some time in the future. Don't worry about it just yet. So I'm going to go all the way up to 10 if I wish to. Okay, so if I go to D, let's take that back down to 1 for the moment. And I'll start changing my D value. If I change my D value, I can do the same thing all the way up to 10. Why does it always only go as far as, well, it's centered on 0 at the moment, so I might centered on 1, so I might actually change my center to 0. This will help me to see things a bit easier. Oops, 0, if I can dial up 0. Okay, so I can see it's stretched. It goes from minus 3.16 up to positive 3.16. So how do I get 3.16? Well, let's set this to 9 for a moment. Okay, setting it to 9. There we go. So if I go to my crossing points, I'm going to find that it's at 3 and minus 3. So how do I get those? Those are the square root of 9. Positive square root is 3, negative square root is minus 3. If I play with C, I'm going to get a fatter ellipse until I get a circle again. When they're both set to 9, I'm going to have a circle again. I'll have crossings at minus 3 and 3. But every time I change that, it changes the fatness of my ellipse. Right, so have a play with the ellipses and have a try of that formula. We'll try a few examples in the write-up. Yay! Thank you, everybody. So let's go back to here, and we will go back to here. Why am I not going back to that screen? Oh well.